Mr. Kazmark, will you call the meeting to order, please?
Mayor, I'd like to call the regular meeting of the Elmwood Park Mayor and Council for April 7th, 2011 to order at 8:03 p.m. On roll call, council members Catamagna,
Here.
Castiglia,
Here.
Conboy,
Here.
Trowinski.
Here.
Councilman Work is absent this evening due to a work-related commitment. Councilman Boncino is absent this evening due to a work-related commitment. Mayor Moller.
Here. Will
We have a
everyone
quorum.
please rise for a prayer and flag salute? O God, our Father, we ask you to bless our meeting which we trust to your fatherly care and protection. Please remove all selfishness and prejudice from our heart and plant therein the keen sense of justice and the greater love for you and our neighbor. Guide us in our deliberations so our decisions will always please you and bring peace and happiness to our community. Amen. I pledge allegiance
To the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Whereas Chapter 231 of the Public Laws of the State of New Jersey requires that requires the commencement of each meeting a statement by the presiding officer, now therefore be advised the meeting requirements of this meeting have been met by publishing an annual notice in the Record of Hackensack and the Herald News of Woodland Park, and by posting such notice in the office of the Borough Clerk as well as in a public place within the municipal building, and by notifying interested citizens. Said notice was posted on January 1, 2011. Ladies and gentlemen, if you are watching this, but you're not sure of the dates and you just happen to catch it, it's on Channel 77, Tuesday 12 noon, Thursday 4 p.m., Friday 11 a.m., or you can watch it on the website www.elmwoodparknj.us. Thank you.
Mayor, this evening, under the approval of minutes, we have the regular meeting for March 24th, 2011, the executive session from March 24th, 2011, and the executive session meeting minutes from March 31st, 2011.
May I have a motion for all three, please?
So moved.
Moved by Mr. Conboy, second by Mr. Catamagna. Any discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? At least one is. Thank you, Frank.
Mayor, this evening, under the consent agenda, we have Resolution 103-11, release performance bonds for the Slaughter Dam Extension Project, Stacy Contracting, in an amount of $2,344,450. We have Resolution 104-11, appoint Ronald Vicari as the municipal liaison to COA. We have Resolution 105-11, refund third-party tax lien to Clemente Enterprises, LLC. And we have Resolution 106-11, authorize the borough to enter into a professional services agreement with Action Data Services for the year 2011, and that's relative to transferring over our payroll company to Action Data from ADP.
Thank you. Motion, please.
So moved.
Moved by Mr. Chewinski, second.
Second.
Second, Mr. Castiglia. Any discussion?
Yes, Mayor. Resolution 104-11, we talked to Mr. Vicari, and he was interested to take over this position over here. But the point is, right now, why hire him? Why don't we wait until he takes the course, and then then we hire him if we have to hire him. But we only saw. I understand that there's no pay involved in this, but that's not the point. The point is we only talked to him. We really never give anybody else a chance to see if somebody else was interested in this. Did we publicize this? I don't remember that. I know we spoke to him.
Well, Frank, it's an appointment, but you know what? There's nobody really wants that particular job. It's a lot of work, Frank. I don't.
But the thing, why rush it now?
Because you know what? If we don't have somebody in place and we get another court case like River Road or River Drive, and we don't have somebody in place, we'll get hammered again for more units.
Let me just, and I want Mr. Kazmark to
I know.
check my words.
Gotta have somebody.
They've been hounding us to put somebody on
State
that
has.
board. And they've called up the clerk's office many times, okay? And we said we were going to put Mr. Catamagna, Mr. Vicari on. And then the clerk gets a call saying they don't know if this is going to apply or not going to apply. I suggested, since Mr. Vicari was interviewed, just appoint him, and there's no salary involved unless he has to go somewhere. We may get notice next week saying
canceled.
they're not going to need him anymore, and he's off. But at least we have somebody on so that they don't hold it against us. I
No, but
think-
Mr. Councilman said that right now, there is no course, everything has been canceled, that's why.
Yeah, but they keep hounding to have somebody. It's
How can they do
it's
that?
still, I don't know if the state can do anything, but it still holds up in court. If we go to court and we don't have somebody, they appoint a court master.
He's not going to go to any meetings or anything
No.
else unless he takes the courses and,
If we need it, we will have it though.
Yeah.
Otherwise, we're...
Be there.
call the roll,
Whatever,
please.
that's okay,
On roll call on the consent agenda, Council members Catamagna,
yes.
Castiglia,
Yes.
Conboy,
Yes.
Truinski,
Yes.
Work is absent, Bonsino is absent. Motion carries. Mayor, this evening under resolutions, we have Resolution 107-11, whereas the mayor and council of the Borough of Elmwood Park are in need of a special labor counsel in reference to a disciplinary matter in the police department. And whereas Mark Medeo Esquire has the experience to fulfill the title of special labor counsel to represent the borough in these matters. And now therefore be it resolved by the mayor and council of the Borough of Elmwood Park, County of Bergen, State of New Jersey, that the mayor and council approve the appointment of Mark Medeo Esquire as special labor counsel not to exceed $5,000 per annum.
Motion, please.
So moved.
Mr. Truinski, second.
Second.
Mr. Castiglia, discussion? Call the roll, please.
On roll call, council members Catamagna.
Yes.
Castiglia.
Yes.
Conboy.
Yes.
Truinski.
Yes.
Work is absent. Bonsino is absent. Motion carries. Mayor, this evening, under reports, we have the departmental reports from the municipal court, the police department, the health department, and the recreation department.
Motion received and filed.
So moved.
Mr. Conboy, second.
Second.
Mr. Catamagna, discussion, all in favor, opposed, so ordered. Committee reports?
Progress, Mayor, I want to make it short.
Okay, progress, I was going to say.
Real quick, Mayor, I got this today for the town, the right to know papers that have to be, surveys have to be filled out. You aware of that, Keith?
There's something relative to it on my desk.
Yeah, I got the whole package here, and that, for all the departments, as far as for training and accidents.
Okay.
Anybody who failed, any town that fails to fill it out with $1,000 fine. Briefly, I was at the freeholders last night, they're still fighting towards zero increase in tax, zero, which is, they're working hard.
Just to edification on that, if they come in with a zero, depending upon the assessed value of the towns, some may go up.
Well, that's true,
some may
too,
go
if
down.
if the town's value goes.
But what the executive is saying is that they're coming in and not asking for it,
Yep.
which is
Uh,
good.
That's about it, Mayor, except that we're still working on shared services, as the public knows, for other departments at this
Mr.
time.
Castiglia?
Yes, I have a report here, actually. I had a meeting with Scott Cars down at the DPW last Tuesday. We went over quite a few things that are going on down there. So I do have a little bit, everybody's got a short report. I got a little bit of a report.
Go ahead, Larry, knock yourself out.
Sure, thanks.
We may leave while
Keep
you
on going.
read.
Thanks.
So do stay here.
All right, of course, they're out filling potholes again when the weather's permitting, because, you know, it's the end of the winter, and that's the first thing everybody sees once the snow is gone. They've used about 35 tons of blacktop patch already. He figures about another 50 ton, they ought to have the damage done caused by this last winter. They also did a couple of big repairs down on at the intersection of Bank and Roosevelt and Mill Street down near Route 46. They used about 8 tons of blacktop patch just for those two repairs. Several street signs have been repaired. The police department asks the DPW to go out and do some repairs to signs or replacements. They've been out doing quite a bit of that. Plus, they put the new signage down on Gilbert Avenue and River Drive that everybody knows about, down by the school. We have, I guess the proper word is detainees from Bergen County Sheriff's Department.
They're prisoners.
Yeah, all right, they're prisoners. They're coming in on the 15th. They're coming in on the 15th, the 22nd, and the 29th of this month to do some work for us. They'll be doing some cleanup on a couple of our roadways that border, like on Route 80 and stuff like that, Mulner Drive,
Banking.
Linden Ave. They'll also be cleaning up Cherry Hill Park. So this is free to the borough. Their service is free to the borough, and it releases some DPW workers to get some other projects done. So that's a good thing to have them come in. Let's see, on the 11th and 12th of this month, the DPW will be working with Markel and the Passaic River Coalition, cleaning up River Road from Market Street up to River Drive. And Markel has its Earth Day also on April 13th. Let's see, we've conducted inspections. They inspected and cleaned the 4 pump stations that we have this month. And they're also videotaping the sewer line that runs along Market Street from the boulevard down to the bridge going into Patterson. That's to see if there's any breaks in it, you know, to inspect it from the inside. Let's see. Also, Scott's working with our borough engineer. Scott Carr is the DPW superintendent. He's working with our borough engineer. They're also working with Garfield in Bergen County on this widening of River Drive. We seem to have both a water and a sewer building in the area that's going to fall right in the construction site. So I'll keep you posted as to what happens there as it progresses. Buildings and grounds, DPW has been working on some parking lots around town, cleaning them up. Municipal building has been cleaned up. Over at the rec building in the senior center, down here at the police department, they cleaned up that lot. And all 7 ball fields have been cleaned up.
Yep.
And some clay has been spread on the infields, getting ready for spring. And Borough Field has been seeded. Some of the other fields that need some seeding are going to have to be held up for a little bit because they're going to use a plug seeder on them, and you want to wait till the weather's a little better. That's it. That's the whole report.
Thank you.
Thank you, Mayor.
Mr. Conboy.
Wasn't too long.
Councilman.
No, pretty good.
Somebody else? Oh, okay. Thought somebody was going to say something.
No.
Thank you, Mayor. Folks, a couple of notes, just a few. Recreation, by the time folks may see this, hopefully they have already they've seen the notices already, but just in case, they should see this before next Saturday. Next Saturday, the 16th, I believe at approximately 10:30, there'll be the annual egg hunt at the Recreation Center. If the weather is bad, it will be canceled, so let's all hope for a nice, warm, sunny Saturday morning. Please check the borough website or the recreation website for that, or call the rec if you have any questions regarding the egg hunt. That is next Saturday morning.
Not this Saturday, next
No, the
Saturday.
16th, April 16th, I'm
Okay.
sorry, folks, April 16th, next Saturday, April 16th. We'd like to wish all the upcoming spring sports, the boys baseball, girls softball, who I believe is celebrating their 40th anniversary, a great new season that all gets kicked off this Saturday for them, so hope they all have a great season. Also, keep a note out, you'll see some notices shortly, the Girls Softball League, who's been here now 40 years, is partnering up with Elmwood Park Little League, and they're going to be doing an anniversary beefsteak fundraiser. I believe it's going to be held at the American Legion, I believe. And it's a great time to come out and support our youth in these great endeavors. So folks, when you see those kind of information that's coming around, please do so. Myself and Mr. Rigatano, our town CFO, have been looking at the budget. We are waiting for some numbers to get posted around the 12th and 13th of this month. We also look to see, as you may or may not know, hopefully you've been catching these meetings, we did introduce our proposed budget. As it stands right now, if it was to become finalized, on an average home assessed somewhere in the neighborhood of about $338,000, your increase for your municipal-only tax for the year would be about $98. So let's just round it off a little bit, it'd be $100 a quarter. If we want to get ours down to zero, and for the year.
You made the same mistake I made.
It's not 100 a quarter.
Not
Tom.
100 a
Not
quarter.
100 and a
Oh,
quarter.
no, not 100 I was just, I'm sorry, $25, yes. Yes.
I made the same
I've been looking
mistake.
at numbers all day, besides our town budget, I've been doing my own budgets at work, so. And I just signed a voucher for about a $3 million check to be sent to the Board of Ed, so my numbers are a little off. Yes, on a quarterly basis, on a home assessed at $338,000, $100,000, it would be about $25 a quarter, at about $98 annually. If we want to get down to zero and have the same tax levy on your municipal tax for next year, we'll need to cut out about $491,000. So as our upcoming budget meetings are coming up with our department heads to finalize things before the final passing of the budget, we'll do whatever we can to get down to that number. As you've heard the mayor say, and myself and other members of mayor and council, we are pretty much bare bones. I'm not really sure else where to find that kind of money, but we will continue to try to do the best we can to get that number down. Just on a little miscellaneous, I think I mentioned last public meeting, we have now for some time, mayor and council, been trying to help boost and get going again our Chamber of Commerce. They are going to be having a meeting again on April 20th. You can call the borough clerk for information, but it will be held at BioReference. They're having a morning meeting and an evening meeting, so businesses in town can attend either one. It will be at the BioReference's offices, but we'll try to get some more detail on that. Also, if you want to contact any businesses in town should catch this, if you would also like to contact, at the moment, John Arecca of Arecca Catering is fielding any phone calls and working with the committee to get it going again. But I was glad to see in the newspaper on April 7th, there was a nice article over in the town of Fairview. Their chamber has been out for a very long time, and the mayor and the local officials and everybody are trying to get their chamber going as well. So it seems to be a nice little push on a lot of areas to get town chambers going. So I wish them a lot of luck in their upcoming endeavors to get it going again. Thank you, Mayor.
Thank you. Good report. Mr. Giblin? My report, just want to let the council know that I'm staying in touch with the Department of Transportation with the Park and Ride. It's not dead, it's still viable. They're reviewing it, but we've gotten some word back that possibly they were not going to do it. That's not the case. And our clerk is checking with Ron Dooney, who is our environmentalist, about Cinco Paint. Cinco Paint is the building across the street from Fire Company number 4 on the boulevard. It's that old gray painted building that we had hoped would be taken down years and years and years ago. It may be able to take down. If we take it down, we can open up for parking for anybody using the train if we ever get light rail in there. And I think Mr. Chewinski's got a great idea. Instead of paving it, we can put crushed stone on it.
Sure.
And we can use it for that. And secondly, if I may, gentlemen, I'd like to say hello to my friend Neil Torino. I met Neil, used to live in town. I went to high school with him. He says he watches this program all the time. Neil, good to see you, and sometimes come down and visit one of our meetings. I'm going to open it up to the public. If there's anyone in the public that wants to be heard. No one in the public wants to be heard, and there's only one person in the public. Thank you, Mr. Kaplan. I'll close the public portion, and if I may, can I have a motion to adjourn?
So moved. So moved.
Moved by everybody, voted yes by everybody. No, it's Mr. Conboy and Mr. Castiglia.
Okay.
All in favor, opposed, so ordered.
Aye, aye.
Thank you.
May we not?